What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Chop Toys. Something a little different today. I've had my eye on these old Tootsie Toys for a very long time. Growing up in the 80s and the 90s, Tootsie Toys were cheap junk that you got at the off-brand grocery stores. They were just really nothing. One cast piece with some little wheels on it. A lot of their model choices were questionable, but you know, I got into some of the 60s stuff, bigger cars. We did one that we chopped the top on here earlier on the channel. And yeah, I got bored on eBay and I ran across the early Tootsie Toys. What we got here is a 33 Graham sedan. Graham's like a luxury car brand. A little bit more refined in the mid-30s. A little bit out of their element in the middle of those decades. But very nice cars. And the Tootsie Toys were really cool back then, and they made tons of different models of these. They've got sedans, coupes, roadsters, ones with spare tires on the fenders, which we'll talk more about in a little bit. But it's a three-piece, well, five-piece technically. The grille looks like it's separate. It may be. The grille and bumper look like they're separate. You have the body and you have the fenders, and then your axles attached to it. Now, I was doing some research on these because I really didn't know a whole lot about it. They never made a Graham sedan without spare tires. So this does not have a rear-mounted spare tire, and it does not have fender-mounted spare tires. And that actually makes this kind of cooler. They had a Bild-a-car series that came with 5 bodies, 5 chassis, and 5 full sets of tires. And you could put them together in any way, shape, or form that you wanted to. So if you wanted a car with a tow hitch on the back to have spare tires mounted on the side, you put that chassis on that body. And that's really cool. And the main thing that designates this as one of those cars are the axles. The axles are made with a clip. So you can unclip them and pull each side off, swap the body off onto a different chassis, put the axles back through that lock the body on, and boom, put your clip on, got a whole new car. So yeah, I got this for like 30 bucks. It was pretty cheap. That's why I went ahead and jumped on it. I ended up winning the auction. I didn't know heads or tails of it, if it was, you know, anything really valuable. I just liked the color. I liked the 3-window coupe style. And I like the two-tone in the fenders. The fenders are kind of a mid-lime green, and the body's kind of a pale lime green. And the paint stuff on it is fantastic. We've got a couple of bad tires. You see on the bottom, the front 2 tires are pretty bad, pretty far gone. In the middle, it says "Made in the United States." No, sorry, that's in the cab. It says "Tootsie Toy Made in the USA." And then in the roof of the cab, it's hard to do, but it says "Made in the United States of America." It says the whole thing out. And then underneath the hood here we have patent numbers. Original overspray inside, you can see in the body and on the frame as well. There's matching overspray for each color. So these do appear to be original. Bring it around the back. Fit and finish, not bad considering it's early to mid-30s. That's it's pretty impressive, actually. It's really impressive that it's held up this long. I guess the casting for the body seamed in the middle because we have this nice ridge down the middle, which works well on the hood. It fits the hoods of the era. They would open from side to side like that. Oh, the camera doesn't want to play nice. It's not used to these little tiny toys. There we go. The bumper ends are intact. The headlights are intact. I like it. I'm pretty happy with that. I feel good about my purchase and knowing that it's got some kind of special part to it. I don't know if that necessarily makes it any more valuable or not. I haven't. I just did some research on models and stuff like that, but I haven't seen anything on production numbers and what's rare and what's not. The source I was reading online said that it's really hard to gauge the price of especially the Graham sedans like these because there's so many variations because of these Bild-a-car kits, and there's all kinds of new combinations popping out of the woodwork of things that they never actually made. And then you find a car like this online and you buy it, and some little kid, 90 years ago almost, 80 years ago, put it together the way they liked it with the color combo they like. It does have one bad casting pit right here, but it's original. It's been painted in, and like I said, there's no signs of touch-up or anything on this. It does appear to be all original. And personally, I think it looks good. That's part of the reason I liked it, because at first glance, it looks like a like a 34 Ford or something. It looks kind of cartoonized, if that's a word. It's a longer hood than the Fords and the Chevys had at the time, but it's got the same flow, the same styling, but it's just a little more elegant, a little more classy, just like the real Grahams were of the day. They were a step above Chevy and Ford and all the other brands that were out at the time. They were just a little more elegant. But I like the look of it without the tires on the fenders. That's a neat thing, but that's just two more tires that are going to be rutted and crusty and in bad shape at this point in time. But yeah, just something a little different. Like I said, unless I run across some tires, I'm not actively seeking them. I like it. It's going to be a nice little shelf piece. Where is the tape measure? This car is, in case you're not familiar with these at all, it's about 3.5 inches long. I don't know where my tape measure is. It's bigger than a Matchbox car, smaller than some of the later Tootsie Toy, the big Mack trucks and stuff. I've been doing some research on this. I did see they've been making Mack trucks since the 20s, and Tootsie Toys, the old C cabs and things like that. And there were some pretty cool models of that available. So that might be something to look for in the future collecting, because I do like some Mack trucks. But yeah, I'll wrap this one up. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If you think I should leave it as is and just wait for the tires to fall the rest of the way apart, or should I go ahead and put new tires on it and leave it like it is. I haven't even cleaned it either. It could probably shine up a little bit. I've got a little bit of dirt on the casting ridge down the body, but I really like the way it looks. So for now, I'm just going to leave it like it is. But appreciate y'all watching, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. And yeah, if you want to see more, check me out on Instagram at TootsieToys. I'll see y'all in the next video.